Welcome to this slam dunk journey where basketball meets the cutting edge of technology. In this video, we'll explore the game-changing innovations that are reshaping the world of hoops. Now, we're stepping into the future with the world's first smart basketball hoop. And let me tell you, it's not just here to help you score. It's here to help you make you feel like LeBron James of your neighborhood. Now, let's break it down, shall we? This ain't your grandpa's hoop. Oh no, we're talking about a hoop that's got more bells and whistles than a pregame halftime show. Ever wished you could play ball with your buddies and simultaneously feel like you're in a virtual hangout? Well, hold on to your socks, because this hoop's got cameras and a screen on the backboard that lets you see your friends while you're swishing those shots. That's right, folks. Now you can give your buddies a virtual high five every time you drain a three-pointer. Just remember, no trash talking allowed, the hoop's watching. But wait, there's more. The hoop isn't just about showing off your virtual basketball squad, it's got a dose of AI magic sprinkled in too. This thing is like your personal basketball coach on steroids. It watches you shoot, analyzes your moves, and gives you the lowdown on your performance. Missed too many shots? The hoop's got your back, or rather, your backboard. It's like having a robot sidekick that tracks your stats and gives you pointers. Forget about asking your friends for tips. The smart hoop is all the basketball wisdom you need. And let's not forget about game day vibes. Ever had the urge to catch the latest NBA game but also desperately needed to work on your free throws? Problem solved, my friends. With this hoop, you can shoot hoops and watch those nail-biting game-winning shots on the same screen. Talk about multitasking like a true MVP. Now, before you start dreaming of your basketball fantasy land, here's the part where reality hits like a brick. These hoops don't come cheap. We're talking about a price tag that could rival some superstar players' sneaker collection. You better be ready to drop anywhere from $5,000 to a whopping $6,500 for this high-tech piece of hoop heaven.
We built this out of love for the game and for our passion, and it sort of turned into this big thing.
Yeah, we were really motivated about our vision and just being in basketball. We love the sport, so we knew we wanted to work in basketball. Some people believed, some people didn't, but we believed in ourselves, and that's how we got here.
Shifting our focus to the next play, do you remember that time you were shooting hoops, feeling like the next LeBron, and suddenly your ball turned into a flatter version of itself? Yeah, say goodbye to those deflation woes, because we're talking about the brand spanking new Wilson basketball straight out of a sci-fi movie. So this ain't your grandpappy's basketball, folks. No siree. Wilson dropped this bad boy during the 2023 NBA Slam Dunk Contest, and let me tell you, it's more cutting edge than a lightsaber at a tech convention. The buzzworthy buzz? It's got holes. Yes, holes, people. Not the kind that messes up your jumper, but the kind that keeps the air out. Traditional basketballs are like these air-filled egos of the sports world, but this one, it's like the minimalist sleek cousin that's never bothered with airs. Hold on to your headbands, because here's the kicker. This rock is 3D printed. Yes, you heard me right, 3D printed. It's like they brought basketballs into the 21st century using a printer that probably hums Eye of the Tiger as it works its magic.
Engineers started working together with industrial design. So bringing those two together, we were able to come up with several designs that we then later iterated on that resembled a basketball, felt like a basketball, but also performed like a basketball.
Now, despite being born from ones and zeros, this futuristic sphere isn't pulling any fast ones. It's got the same weight as your regular basketball, so you won't be throwing off your layup game or your hand-eye coordination. But wait, there's more. Do you remember those days lugging around that clunky pump like it was your new BFF? Well, kiss it goodbye, my friends. The basketball is practically begging you to leave the pump behind and embrace a life of air-free basketball bliss. Now, before you start daydreaming about seeing this futuristic masterpiece in the NBA Finals, let's bring you back to reality. I hate to break it to you, but I've got my doubts about seeing LeBron and Curry duke it out with this space-age orb. But hey, no worries, because we found the perfect fit for this new age wonder, outdoor basketball. Picture it, you, your friends, and this cosmic creation taking your street ball game to a whole new dimension. It's like Street Balls meets The Matrix, and you're the chosen one dribbling circles around your opponents. Dribbling ahead to the next highlight, you've probably had your fair share of ankle braces that feel like they're trying to protect you from the apocalypse, only to end up more like flimsy croutons in a salad of sprained ankles. But guess what? There's a company that's decided to give ankle braces a much-needed glow-up, and they go by the name of Better Guards Technology. These guys aren't just here to play, they've got the NBA seal of approval, thanks to their spot in the prestigious Launchpad program. Now brace yourselves, because Better Guards is here to drop some knowledge bombs. Did Did you know that ankle injuries are basically the villains of the NBA world? Responsible for more missed games than a snowstorm on game night? It's true. About a quarter of players find themselves nursing an ankle injury during the season, which is almost like a rite of passage into the ouch, my ankle hurts club. But fear not, dear ballers, because Better Guards has stepped up to the plate with a game-changing ankle brace that's sleeker than a crossover dribble. Imagine this. Your ankle brace becomes one with your shoe and sock. Better Guards promises a level of protection so quick, it's practically the superhero of ankle braces. Think adaptive defense in mere milliseconds. It's like having an ankle guardian angel that springs into action the moment danger strikes. Remember that feeling when you slam on the brakes and your seatbelt turns into a straitjacket? Well, these ankle braces have a similar party trick. But instead of halting your car, they're ready to save your ankle from an unexpected plot twist. You know, when you think about basketball shoes, you picture Michael Jordan soaring through the air, but what if I told you that Nike decided to channel their inner Doc Brown and bring Back to the Future into the game? Yeah, I can practically hear Marty McFly saying, "Great Scott, these kicks are heavy." So picture this. It all started in the year 2011 when Nike decided to get all nostalgic and recreate the iconic self-lacing shoes from Back to the Future. I mean, who needs a DeLorean when you can just step into the future with your own 2 feet, right?
HyperAdapt was influenced strongly by Tinker's work on the Back to the Future shoe, the Nike Mag. And that was about 30 years ago, and then roughly about 10 years ago, we started really working on the technology.
And hey, they weren't just doing it for kicks, they were also doing it for a cause. They auctioned off a couple of pairs, and believe it or not, those bad boys raked in a whopping $4.7 million for the Michael J. Fox Foundation. Now, that's what I call shooting for a good cause. Fast forward to 2019 and 2020, and Nike's like, all right, enough with the nostalgia, let's make these babies ball ready. They took those futuristic sneakers and gave them a basketball makeover, making them tougher, stronger, and ready to hit the courts. These shoes weren't exactly feather light. I mean, you're not wearing lead weights, but they were a tad heavier than your usual basketball shoes. But hey, no pain, no gain, right? Some of the big names in the NBA and WNBA still rock these kicks on the court. I'm talking about players like Jason Tatum and Ja Morant, giving a whole new meaning to time to shoot some hoops. And hey, if you're having a blast with all this basketball excitement, don't forget to show some love by giving the like button a gentle tap and hitting that subscribe if you haven't done it yet.
Look at how the NBA is bringing the arena experience to fans when fans can't get to the arena.
Yeah, thanks to virtual reality technology, fans who might never have a chance to get to an NBA game can now feel like they are in the stands or even courtside. All you need, a subscription to the NBA League Pass, a virtual reality headset like this one, and the free app NextVR on your smartphone. You click it in, away you go.
The spotlight shifts to this tech marvel that's about to make you question whether you need an NBA team in your city to score those coveted courtside seats. Now, hold on to your jerseys, folks, because we're about to explore these courtside seats that are so jaw-dropping, I'm considering enrolling in a slam dunk school myself. These seats are so close to the action, you'll practically feel the player's sweat splashing on you. Okay, maybe not the sweat, but you get the point. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up blocking LeBron's shots from this virtual courtside throne. Now hold your virtual horses, because here comes the slam dunk of technology. The deep fake wizardry that'll have you thinking you're LeBron James's long-lost twin. Imagine this, chilling on your couch, wearing a shirt that screams basketball wizard, and suddenly, bam, you're inside the game. Your moves, your swagger, your style, it's all there, but it's like the Matrix merged with NBA 2K. But wait a minute, before you go all in on this tech, let's have a reality check. As impressive as this deepfake stuff is, are you really ready to see your face pull off a crossover dribble on your living room TV? Now, if you've ever found yourself daydreaming about soaring through the air like a majestic eagle and posterizing your opponents with the thunderous dunk, well, listen up, because we've got a solution that's almost as crazy as a half-court buzzer beater. Introducing the magical world of APL shoes, brought to you by none other than Athletic Propulsion Labs. These shoes promise to take your vertical game to new heights. we're not just talking about the ones you see on the backboard. Now, you could always try the traditional route of practicing your jumps, hitting the gym, and channeling your inner LeBron. But why bother when you can just slip into a pair of these bad boys and be ready to posterize faster than you can say alley-oop? Hold on a second though, let's talk about the masterminds behind this wild idea. A couple of ambitious twins decided to create their own brand of vertical propulsion. I mean, come on, why not? While the rest of us were busy trying to tie our shoelaces, these guys were scheming up ways to give you the wingspan of a pterodactyl. In 2010, they unveiled their concept, and what do you know?
No one was waiting for another good-looking product, and if you're trying to enter into the industry that we are, you can't simply just come in with good-looking product. You have to come in with something that makes you special. For us, it was our low launch technology.
The first shoe to instantly make you jump higher, nobody had done that. Nobody thought of that. We put the technology in the forefoot of the shoe because that's where all the action happens. You jump from the forefoot, you run from the forefoot. Everything that's explosive and that propels you upwards or forwards happens in the forefoot of the shoe.
But wait, hold your free throws. Just when things were looking up for our dynamic twin duo, the NBA came storming in like an overzealous referee and blew the whistle on their game. These shoes were declared too good to be true, providing an unfair advantage on the court. I mean, honestly, who would have thought that wearing special sneakers could actually help you jump higher? Talk about a slam dunk surprise.
We looked at it and we thought, this isn't an obstacle, this is opportunity, this is a positive.
Since we're the only ones that are banned by the NBA for performance enhancing reasons, let's use that to our advantage and market it to the consumer that way. And we got such a big response from them because of that.
Now, don't you worry, you pretty little basketball-loving heads, because even though the NBA put their foot down, pun intended, APL shoes are still out there, soaring higher than Shaq's ego. The company has pivoted from basketball dominance to luxury lifestyle footwear because, why just jump high when you can do it in style? You can even find these babies nestled among the yoga pants and organic smoothies at Lululemon. Who said fashion and basketball couldn't be a match made in sneaker heaven? Let's get to the meat and potatoes, or should I say the hoops and alley-oops, of these kicks. How in the world do they work, you ask? Well, it's all thanks to the load and launch technology. Basically, they've crammed 10 coil springs into these shoes because apparently the laws of physics and gravity weren't enough of a challenge. Now, let's address the elephant on the court, results. Do these shoes really turn you into a human pogo stick? Or are they just another snake oil salesman's dream? Well, it turns out that while some folks might not see much difference in their hops,
Thoughts on the shoes?
They just feel like normal, uncomfortable $20 basketball shoes.
maybe they were already born with kangaroo DNA. Others are reporting gains of 1 to 2 inches in their vertical.
I can feel it's easier to jump. I can actually kind of feel the rebound as well. Not 4 inches, 2 to 4 inches, but I did get higher. I got my wrist above it a few times. I've never done that before.
It's a game changer, my friends. Wow, can you believe we've explored the super cool world of NBA and basketball innovation? From self-lacing kicks that even Marty McFly would drool over, to ankle braces that act like your very own courtside protectors. We've witnessed it all. Oh, and let's not overlook the hoop of the future, armed with more gadgets than a spy's toolkit, cameras, AI coaching, and game day thrills bundled into one epic slam dunk package. Now, before you start estimating the number of dunks required to snag that smart hoop, I've got a question for you. Which of these mind-blowing innovations have you ready to hit the court like a whirlwind? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below.